Hey, you guys, it's Anne Marie. Happy late Monday night. I was laying in bed trying to lay down, and when I don't know, whatever you want to call it, when spirit gives you downloads or memories pop up or things come up, and a lot of things just start kind of coming together, but you're not really sure what's coming together. And well, I just had that moment, and what I do know is that when we speak on things, we take the power away, and that's part of what our kind of community is here. It's more than just cards and healing and or energy, and it's a lot of things, and part of that is us telling our stories, and that's such a beautiful thing. And so here is a part of my story. I'm not really sure how to process all the little dots that I've connected because I don't. Ow, it's a sharp pain, like something stabbed me in my tailbone. I really don't want to do this video. It's late, and but Spirit's not letting me sleep until I speak out the dots and talk about this. So here's a trigger warning, possibly. This is the trauma of my hair. I laugh now, but I'm sure I'll be crying later. And I'm not going to go like a chronological order, but I'm just going to share some things about my hair and what's happened to me, and how I realized that from an early age things were done to my hair, and I just saw this pattern or this a common thing that's been going on. I'm kind of laughing because it's kind of like a defense mechanism. I'm just not sure. I mean, this all happened within the last hour or two, and I can't sleep. So I hope I can do this in one video. So, I had these are the lightweight things, but I had about a year ago, a little more than a year ago, I had visions and did shamanic journeys and soul retrievals and past life regressions and stuff. And on quite a few of the visions and downloads and dreams I had, my hair was braided, and I kept getting messages from spirit to start braiding my hair. Everything I pretty much do is spirit led, and so that's why I actually started braiding my hair as a sign of protection, to protect my hair. And I know there's different beliefs about hair. About hair holds trauma, but hair is also our history, depending on what your beliefs are. Regardless of what your belief is in hair, this is my story. And so, my hair is sacred to me because, yes, it holds healed self too, not just trauma. But it has a lot of meaning for me because of the different stages of my life my hair has been in. But that's why I started braiding my hair. I used to have someone who I considered a friend, and we were of different backgrounds. I'm going to breeze through a few of these stories because I've kind of shared them before, but we were of different background or racial backgrounds. And she was at my house one of the many times she came over, and I went out to my car to get something, and usually I would be out there for a little bit, but I forgot something in the house, so I came back in, and I found her grabbing the hair out of my hairbrush, taking the hair out of my hairbrush. And get into that friendship right there. There's also some other stuff about menstrual blood and some pasta, but we're not telling those stories right now. And then I had a client that was, again, of another racial background than me. And we would often have, we'd often have conversations about not touching hair, because she'd always, when she'd get her hair done, she'd say, don't be touching mine, I don't like people touching my hair, and things like that. And I concurred with her. I don't like people touching my hair either. And I was wearing a braid then. And one day she said, oh my God, your hair is so pretty. And it wasn't like the first time I had my hair braided. And she ran her whole hand down my whole braid. And the next day, I started to get violently sick, and my hair started falling out. So, and I knew there was a thing with hair there, but I just started remembering a lot of things from my childhood and other things that happened. So, my hair was long during my latter years in high school, and when I graduated high school, It was the 90s, and I went to hair school, and I was the only one of a I was the only non-ethnic person at the school. I think there was like maybe 2 or 3 of us or whatever, but there wasn't that many, and so I learned how to do all kinds of hair. I loved it. I was the queen of doing finger waves, but nobody wanted me to do their hair. When I call people's names, they're like, "Oh, this fucking bitch is doing my hair." Nobody wanted me to do the hair, but I was bad when it came to finger waves and cutting hair. But anyway, so I went to hair school. I literally cut all my hair off. My hair was about this length, I think, in high school, and I cut it all. I gave myself a number 2 fade. But I, of course, kept the long pieces because I was T-Boss. It was the 90s, and it's my favorite group. But anyway, I had the real long pieces like here. Well, W3, my dad's third wife, the one we never heard from after he passed away, and took his ashes and his money and all that. But anyway, it's like there's another pattern of people passing away in my family and them stealing my money and then not giving me their ashes. It's like a pattern too. Anyway, sorry. We're back to the regularly scheduled program. I'm a little tired, sorry. His W3 was also a hairdresser, and she was a racist as well. But one time, she offered to give me a trim, and I was like, well, just taper the back a little bit, because I was kind of letting that grow out. She cut off my wispy things, like literally cut them off, and told me I looked better. Like, she had a problem with my hairstyle. She thought it wasn't an appropriate style for someone of my skin color, apparently, or for her taste. But anyway, I didn't like it from day one. But anyway, so she cut my little T-Boss like sideburns off. And so that was a hair cutting. And so it got me popping off tonight. Spirit was showing me a bunch of, I'm going to try to make sure I hurry this up. When I was a little girl, my hair was really long as well. And apparently this is not my memory, but the excuse my mother used for why she chose what she did. So this was her reasoning for it. Apparently in first, second grade, my hair's really long, and my mother told me if I didn't take care of my hair, she was going to cut it all off. So she literally put a bowl over my head and cut around. Now, my voice is raspy now. It's been like that my whole life. It was worse when I was a little girl. It was deeper and more raspier. So not only did I look like a boy, I sounded like a boy as well. And that was like very shameful and very embarrassing. And I'll never forget that. And so as I started to kind of grow my hair out, I had a tail. My tail was down my back. My hair was really short. It was like a business in the front, party in the back kind of thing, but it was a tail. Actually, the party was on the sides because it was feathered. The whole thing was feathered. But I had a really long tail. And that tail was my security. It was like my shield of safety as a child, because I would hold on to it when not so nice things were happening to me. And I remember waking up one day, and it was in my hand. My sister Shannon cut it off and put it in my hand and thought it would be funny. And so I think about this, and since we're almost out of time, there's been many examples, actually. Those are just a few of people cutting my hair and shaming me by way of doing those things to me. And I don't know why I had the visions of braiding my hair. I'm not sure why all these things have happened with my hair. And I know I'm not alone. It just seems crazy, right? I don't know. But I took the power away from it by speaking it. So thank you for giving me the space and the energy to share part of my story with you. I hope you're healthy and happy, full of joy. May you love and be loved. Heal you guys so we don't harm. Have a great night.